So, is the Makera Z1 worth it? Honestly? It kind of depends on what you expect from it. The first thing that stands out about the Makera Z1 is how polished it feels compared to most desktop CNCs. A lot of hobby CNC machines feel very DIY, almost like you're expected to already know what you're doing. The Z1 feels more like a consumer product. The setup is easier, the software tries to guide you instead of fight you, and things like auto-probing, auto-leveling, and the built-in camera actually make a difference in daily use. If you're new to CNC, that stuff really lowers the frustration level. That said, once you look past the smart features, the actual cutting power is pretty modest. The spindle is only 150W, and you feel that limitation quickly. It's totally fine for wood, MDF, acrylic, plastics, PCBs, and light aluminum if you're patient. But if you're imagining fast, aggressive aluminum cuts or anything close to steel, this isn't that machine. You can cut aluminum, but you'll be doing shallow passes and slower feeds. Anyone saying otherwise is overselling it. Build quality is decent, but not magical. It's solid for a desktop CNC, but it's still a small machine with compromises. It uses lead screws instead of ball screws, which is normal at this price but means it's not chasing ultra-tight tolerances. The optional fourth axis is cool for hobby projects, but again, it's clearly aimed at makers and creators, not production shops. Where the Z1 really shines is convenience. The enclosure, dust control, quick tool changes, camera monitoring, all of that adds up to a machine you're more likely to actually use. It's quiet enough for a home or studio, doesn't take up a ton of space, and doesn't feel intimidating. For artists, educators, product designers, or hobbyists who want to prototype ideas without constantly tweaking settings, that's a big win. You're paying for the ecosystem and ease of use, not raw power. If your priority is the strongest spindle or maximum rigidity per dollar, there are other CNCs that technically outperform it. But they usually come with more setup pain, fewer safety features, and a steeper learning curve. One thing worth mentioning, it started on Kickstarter, and while it got massive backing, that always makes some people nervous. Delays and early batch quirks are pretty common with machines like this. Most feedback so far seems realistic. People like it for what it is, but no one serious thinks it replaces a proper shop CNC. If you want a friendly, modern desktop CNC that's easy to live with and you're mainly working in wood, plastics, or light aluminum, the Makera Z1 makes a lot of sense. If you're chasing raw cutting performance, heavy metal work, or industrial precision, you'll probably feel limited and wish you spent the money elsewhere.